Almost 2 years ago, I released my first Kirby fume extractor. I wasn't the first to have the idea, but it was too good not to take my own crack at. I was very pleased with the design, and a lot of you went out and made your own. I probably would never have touched it again, if it were not for the internet serving me some of these images. Marvellous work, thank you very much. With arms like these, Kirby would be able to hold and suck the soldering project being worked on. Pure genius, if I do say so myself. Unfortunately, character sculpting is a difficult skill that I don't have, so I would need another way to create the chiseled limbs that Kirby so deserves. The solution would arrive in the form of this Mini 2 scanner from RevoPoint. With this, I could just steal the limbs from an action figure to make up for my lack of sculpting skills. I painted these white and broke them into parts. This is to get the best detail from the scanned objects possible. Setting up the part on the turntable, I could begin scanning using the software. I know YouTubers are notorious for overselling sponsors, but I honestly really enjoyed this process. The software was easy to use, and seeing all the scan points generate on the computer felt like I was using a sci-fi technology. The software allows multiple scans to be aligned to capture more geometry, so I took several different angles of the same part. With that done, I was left with this result. The scanner is ideal for small objects, and you can see it picked up some very minute details in the mesh. With the data scanned, I import it into Blender for some touch-ups like smoothing and adding the all-important Kirby fingernails. I then export and scale the arms to size in Fusion, then mirror this in Blender. Fusion is useless at mesh work, so I create the inverse geometry of my joint mechanisms, which I then use to cut out the needed forms in Blender. With these and the body designed and printed, I could get to assembly. A quick disclaimer because people really let me know last time, charcoal fume extractors are the better than nothing option, moving smoke and removing some particulates. If you do a lot of soldering, a proper extraction system is more ideal, but if you're doing a lot of soldering, you probably already know that. I begin this with gluing the 2 ball joints into Kirby's body. Then I proceed to fail at magnets for 10 minutes. The first half goes in fine, but the other side sticks out, since the holes needed support that I didn't account for. I try and mostly fail to use an end mill in a drill to create the needed depth.
I should have seen that one coming.
Following this, I mark the magnets so I know what side to glue in, and then put them in backwards anyways.
I just put these all in upside down. Come out. Get out. Get out. No. Come on.
I have to almost destroy the part getting them all out.
Oh, I hate this. I hate this so much. Oh.
Despite all this, I get the part made and immediately stop being angry when I discover how satisfying snapping the 2 halves together is.
This turned out. Okay, that's pretty cool actually. I'm immediately less mad.
Oh, bro, I suck at this so much. I'm terrible at painting. Oh dear. No mistakes, just happy little accidents.
With the arms complete, I pop them onto the ball joints and discover that the fit is a little loose. I try adding a bit of silicone spray to the joint, and this works perfectly. Kirby is now ready and stronger than ever. The parts do scale down as well. Scaled to 35% size, they will fit the 40mm fan model. This is a fun little figure that's probably the most practical version of this model.
As you can see, he's leveled up from just being a fume extractor. Now he can do the soldering for you. Perfect. Beautiful work. It's so perfect. I didn't think about like usefulness at all. I was just so obsessed with making these arms. It has a fun skin that you can, work in front of. Fine. It's pretty good for that. But this is just better. He needs wrists. He needs proper wrists. Like, I've made these fully articulated arms. Look, if all you want to do is splice wires together, that's not too bad. But anything else? No.
Based on this experience, I added an extra ball joint to the wrist. This is an improvement, but still not fantastic. I also ran out of pink filament. Tell me in the comments, what power does Kirby get from solder fumes? But yeah, the arms, kinda not that useful, at least on their own. But they are a lot of fun. I still laugh every time I see this thing across the room. And as a fume extractor, it's on par with the charcoal-based models, just a little more unique. Still, I think I did the concept about as much justice as it deserved. Files are in the description. Thanks again to RevoPoint, my patrons, and to you, as always, for watching.